Greetings YouTube, Chuke here, Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Watch Chuke almost die, every hunt, guaranteed. And I'm here to talk about the Samick Deermaster Takedown Recurve bow. Now, as you notice, Chuke does a lot of rifle and tactical firearm stuff, but I really do like archery and bow hunting. Obviously, I'm not a purist. If I could be, I think that I would like to just hunt everything with my recurve bow, but it's I'm not that good at it yet. It's so hard, and my time is limited for hunts. I work a full-time, day job, and I got to take vacation time for hunts. So, I get so desperate for meat. I'm not going to starve without it, but me and my kids eat a lot of caribou meat, and I get one every year. And I always bring the bow along, but like people tell me, well, why do you even do that? You're just going to use the rifle. And I do, because I panic. I think I'm not going to get something. I've come close to getting large game with this bow a couple times, but I just couldn't secure the shot, get quite close enough, hit the animal. But I love it. I guess I've used it more for small game, but someday, when I've got more time and I'm ready, maybe in the next year or two, I will attempt to do some more large game hunting with this bow. Now, the thing I like about Samick bows is the prices. It's a quality, cheap bow. Now, my buddy has a Samick bow that he got for like $120. So this isn't their cheapest model. This one goes for about $230 online. What's interesting about this bow is when I bought it, it did not say Samick on it. It actually said, what did it say? It was another brand, an obscure brand that's not even around anymore. So I thought that was interesting. I bought it in about 2006 at Sportsman's Warehouse, and it must have just been sitting around because it wasn't, it was old, and I guess Samick rebought the company because it's now sold by Samick. But I've got 60-pound limbs on here, and I'm actually going to have to go back down to 50 pounds because I've got these Port Orford cedar arrows. I dip them myself in Gaskerlack, and I do everything old school. I put my old Zwickey Fred Bear broadheads on, and I use a Bitzenberger fletching tool. But I tested these. I've got like 500 shafts, and they're 60 pounds for what they're spine for is too powerful. So I got to go back down to 50, and that's the reason. I don't know if you could see it from this shot, that all my arrows kind of cant to the left a little bit when they hit my targets, and so that's not good. I need to have straight arrows, so I'm going to go back down to 50, which is a little disappointing, but at least I'll be a little more accurate. So as you can see, I'm just shooting some targets here, and it's a great recurve. I'm not sure what brand of this thing I got on here, the quiver, but it works great. The only complaint I have is it only holds 4 arrows, and I had another one that held 6. But just the fact that you can take this down. I mean, I've taken this bow apart and flown to upstate New York with it. I've flown way up north in Alaska. That's really nice. It's really nice to be able to have that. I shoot 3 fingers under. Seems like not a lot of people do that nowadays. But yeah, I think it's just a great bow. For the money, you can't go wrong. $230, and you've got yourself a good recurve that you can hunt with. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the bow. I also made my own quiver out of leather, and I got a pattern at a store, and now I realize I shouldn't have made it so big. I looked online and saw some other guys. They were making them real small, so it was keeping the arrows tight, and they weren't really moving around. So I may fix this one day and just tighten it up a little bit, make it thinner. But just having this pocket is really nice because I've got my glove and all my spare parts and stuff in this pocket. And it's just kind of nice. I like the look and feel of the leather. You know, I put bark on the bottom so the arrows aren't going to poke through. But, you know, I hold broadheads in here, and, you know, probably makes them a little dull. That's why you sharpen them out in the field. But it's just kind of a neat thing. You know, traditional hunting is great. I started out with a compound bow, and it just got too expensive with all the stuff I had to get for it. And obviously there's advantages of compound bow. When I was taking my certification course here in Alaska, it took me a couple times to pass, and I was just jealous of this guys with compounds. They're just so accurate. But there are, you know, some advantages of the traditional bow. You know, mainly just the feeling that you get when you harvest something. I mean, just the challenge of using it. It's very, you know, it's a lot of satisfaction. But also, you know, you can quickly knock an arrow and shoot. You can, you know, do it from any angle. There's a lot of little advantages like that. But you have to be close. You got to get close to the animal you're hunting. So, yeah, let me know what you think about your Samick bow, and don't forget to subscribe. And thank you, YouTube. Chuke, your friend in the field.